Everybody, Coolin' on Manga here right now reviewing Hunter x Hunter 2011, episode 85. And this episode was off the chains good. It was good shit. Emotional. Damn. What else can you say other than it was an intense episode. Emotionally intense episode. On one hand, if you were a manga reader, and you have read, of course, the entirety of the Hunter x Hunter manga, you knew what was about to happen as this episode was going, and it was like, damn. But the music, everything, it was all a nice build-up. It built up so nice. And then finally, the way it happened, I found it was the exact same as in the manga. Because in the manga, it was sudden. It was, you thought that there was going to be maybe a few more chapters before Gon and Kahlua and them were going to get to the Chimera Ant's nest, you know. And then all of a sudden you saw P2 and her eyes just, just literally her eyes light up, and she's like, and she again leaves to go and take them out. And it's almost instant. You almost don't expect it in the manga. And then in this episode, it's literally just bang, back to the ants, and instantly you see her. Because before we see her, sense Gon and Kahlua and Kite, you hear Gon and Kahlua, they're talking about how Kite's the real deal. He is the first true hunter, okay? The first true hunter that they have met. Well, the first hunter that is like in the level of like Jing and Netero and whatnot, and then the spiders. So basically, he's a real, Nen Master. And in fact, Kahlua even says that he might even be better than a Nen Master, because he's been using his N, his 45-meter N, for like an hour or two now. So we see that even though this master, Kite, this master of Nen, wasn't able to detect P2 until she was already on the hunt. And it was just epic. It was honestly epic. You see P2 and she's already on the mountain. She's just holding on to the side of the anthill, and she's just basically staring down her prey. And at this very moment, Kite's like, you guys gotta run. Now. And then in an instant, the muscles, oh man, the flexing of the muscles, P2 just jumps from the hill straight across the forest to where Kaito is, and instantly rips off his arm. Brutal. And awesome at the same time. And sad too, because it's like damn. Why Gon? Why Kahlua? And literally, after Kahlua and Gon get out of there, Kahlua takes Gon out of there, basically carrying him on his back, and, Kahlua realizes, we did that. It was our fault. We're the reasons why Kite died. And because at this point, Kahlua is fearing the worst. He just saw Kite's arm get cut off, and he felt the aura of P2, which he explains is the most evil of all auras he's ever felt. Stronger than his brothers, and even Hisoka's. And when we see what the Hunter Association is sent in to deal with these monstrous ants, we see Netero, Chairman Netero, Morale, and Knock. And these guys, just three pro hunters, well, the chairman of the Hunter Association, and 2 pro hunters come in there. And of course, Morale and Knock, oh man, they are rude as shit. But not really rude. Well, Gon and Killua have to realize is that, well, what everyone has to realize about Gon and Killua is that they are in a world where they're children with the ability of adults. So they have to be treated like adults. So the fact that they don't understand the Nen world, the Nen world that much, they need to have it sort of forcefully taught to them. So when Morel and Knock are just like slamming Killua for basically running away from Kite, and they're like, you're the lowest of the low. And it's because if they were truly committed to going in there, they would have died with their comrade. Unfortunately, Gon and Killua went in there with strength that was nowhere near the standard for the mission. So Netero says afterwards, if you want, you can come and help us. We aren't looking for reinforcements. All we need is the strong. So if you want to continue to help, go and take out these 2 assassins, basically, that we've sent to the nearest town. Go take them out. If you can beat them, then you will prove yourself. And you will be able to go back into the NGL to deal with this ant problem. And, this is basically just the gateway to Gon and Killua, basically, again, going through some more training. And then the ants going on another move. Because as we know, in this episode, the ants were getting Nen ready. And by Nen ready, I literally mean Nen ready. They're going to have abilities up the wazoo in the next few episodes. Because if you've seen how fast P2 can learn, these ants can learn at almost the same pace. They just weren't gifted with being born with Nen, what you gotta understand is that P2 was born with Nen. Plus the ability to learn exceptionally fast. Not to mention she was born at the exact time when they had a rare human that she was able to learn all the basics for Nen from. So all this stuff adds up, and then Kite, being distracted because of Gon and Killua, loses his arm. But even so, and this is what I like about the end of the episode, because when we originally saw this scene in the manga, it wasn't clear what actually happened. In this episode, it was very clear. Even though Kite had one arm, he put up a heroic battle. There are trees cut in half, divots in the trees. Man, there's water everywhere from the rain the night before. There are tree stumps with water in them just because the tree has been completely obliterated. And of course, you see P2, and she's scuffed up. She's got bruises on her arms and legs and even her cheeks and a bit of blood. And then she has Kite's head in her hand. And she says, "Yep, I guess I am strong." That is just the beginning of what these guards... we've only seen the first, but this is the thing. We've only seen P2. And there are 2 more royal guards. And they're just going to get stronger. And then the king. This is going to be amazing, and I honestly am feeling exactly the same as when I was reading the manga. And again, this episode, P2 was mad scary as shit every time. Like, when Killua got scared as shit, I got scared as shit. I was like, man, come on, man. Now. Because I knew that if this was real life, this would literally be like looking at, like, Freddy Krueger in your dream, like, yo. If you had a dream and you were just straight up looking at Freddy Krueger, like, yo, I'm gonna straight up kill you. That's basically like what Killua was looking at. He's like, straight up murderous figure. Like any villain that's like invincible, Killua saw an image of certain death in P2. And it was awesome. Like, it was excellent. I loved it. But anyways, this episode, it was good. It was great. Fuck. I loved it. I honestly did. I love this episode. Unfortunately, I would have liked, because in the manga, we knew it was an epic fight that took place. We didn't really see it afterwards, but we knew it was an epic fight. Because when the crazy slots came up, and Kite rolled the 3. It was dinging, it was like it was going crazy, and it was like, ooh, this is a good roll, and it was literally like announcing that it was one of the better rolls of the slots. And, just him swinging around. See, the way we saw it is Kite was just like swinging this thing around, and it really did look insane in the manga. And I expected that final moment, I expected it to just look a little bit more epic. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it did look epic. The rain, everything, it was great, okay? But I just really I wanted to see Kite's arms slow. I just wanted it to be, oh man. I just wanted it to be a little bit better. Honestly, I did. I'm sorry. I just wanted it to be a little bit better. Anyways, cool on manga here. Rate, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Peace.